we can start the practice. So the practice will be 45 minutes. Because we do this meditation once in a week, we have fixed the time for 45 minutes. And those who have problems sitting for 45 minutes, they can try at least 20 minutes or 30 minutes. They can get up from the seat and sit again. So we do this once in a week. Therefore, now it is a good opportunity for you to get this chance and practice as much as possible. So then before the practice, I'm going to summarize what I've told up to now, the most important points for you to remember. And I will try within 5 minutes to explain the points. So therefore, first we have to sit with our body straight, sit in a comfortable position, either on the ground or on a chair, on a cushion, on a bed. So then try to keep the spine erect so that the body, the nose is called parallel to the ground. So then, and keep your head so that it is easy to observe the breath. So to draw all your attention towards your body. You may tell, relax, 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 in order to prepare the mind to know that you are going to meditate now. We are not going to the battlefield. So we try to concentrate. We don't try to stress our body or mind. So you can tell 3-4 times, relax, relax, relax. And then slowly, slowly draw your attention towards the nose, where the air strikes the nostrils. Try to feel the in-breath and out-breath in its natural state. We don't try to regulate the breath. As I told you, it's not a breathing exercise. So the breath is ever present. It is our mind which is a problem. So we have to bring the mind towards the process of the in and out breath. Try to feel it, to understand the movement of the breath. So by each in-breath, you mental note in-breath. By each out-breath, you mental note out-breath. So these words are important in order to direct the mind towards the breath. Otherwise, the mind forgets, does not know what it's supposed to do. So afterwards, as I told you, you can skip these words. So you can do this practice for about 5 minutes, in-breath, out-breath, in-breath, out-breath. Try to understand, to feel, to be with the breath. So then after 5 minutes, around 5 minutes, try to see more details, whether the breath is long or short. Try to say the time. If it is long, you mentally note long in-breath, long out-breath. If it is short, you mentally note short in-breath, short out-breath. So short means you just feel the breath slightly, touching the nostrils and so forth. Long means there is a quite long time you can feel the in-breath and out-breath. So then you can do so about 4 or 5 minutes if you like. So then afterward you can go to the third step. So to see more details. So that is to see the whole breath from the beginning to the end. In that case, you mention not beginning, end of the in-breath or beginning, end of the out-breath. So, and in order to see this reference point, you have 2 reference points here. Reference point is the beginning, and try to see also the end. If you can't see the beginning, try to see the end. If you can't see the end, try to see the beginning. But slowly, slowly try to see both. When actually the breath touching the nostrils, that is the beginning. That is the first reference point. When it stops touching the nostril, that is the end. That is the second reference point. Try to see these 2 reference points. The same way, when the breath exceeds it touching the nostrils, that is the beginning. When it stops touching the nostril, that is the end. Try to see these 2 reference points. So then, slowly, slowly, if you do like that, you can see also the middle. That means the continuity between the beginning and end. So then, and you mental not beginning, middle, end, or beginning, middle, end, again and again. So that is just to train the mind to see not only part of the breath, but the whole process of the breath. So then if thoughts come, you just ignore them because the mind is bottomless. It can produce so many thoughts all the time. Imagination, daydreaming, and so forth. Just ignore. You don't try to push them away, to fight with them. Draw your attention back to the breath again by repeating these words: in, breath, out, breath, or if it's long, short, or begin, middle, and end of the breath, and to occupy the mind with the breath. Try to see more details, more details, more details. Slowly, slowly, these thoughts will diminish and also disappear. However, if there are distracting thoughts which do not go, they are very persistent, and they come and occupy the mind for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can't concentrate. It is because there are many thoughts. The mind is quite restless. In that case, you can use this counting method, as I told you, from 1 to 5. And you can try the first method, the second method, depending on how much distracting these thoughts are. After the mind becomes calm, you can return to this first method I told you. Try to see the beginning, middle, and of the breath. That means the whole process of the in and out breath. So this is regarding the meditation of mindfulness of breathing. And the other meditation about metta, it is when strong negative emotions come in your mind, which there is no way for you to concentrate, however much you try. So then in that case, you can identify what kind of this emotion is, if it is anger, if it is hate, if it is stress, if it is fear, if it is jealousy. So anything you think it is something very disturbing thought. So then which prevents you from concentrating. So then you can name it and wish yourself maybe without this negative emotion. Can be anger, can be hate. So then draw your attention to yourself, especially the body, or any spots of the body you think there is some tension there, and wish yourself maybe without this emotion, negative emotion. So if memories come from the past, when you have experienced yourself, so then being having this negative emotion, you can wish yourself maybe without this negative emotion. So either in the present moment or past moments, you draw your mind to yourself. Take yourself as an object of, and wish yourself maybe without it. So after these emotions subside, so then you can wish yourself maybe happy now to produce this kind of positive emotions. So then, if memories come when you have seen yourself being happy with your friends, with your relatives, any events which happen in your life, you take again yourself as an object and wish yourself maybe happy. Either in the present moment or past memories who come and so forth, you remember yourself, you take yourself as an object, wish yourself maybe happy. So then after you feel fulfilled and as called with this, satisfied with this happiness, you can share this happiness with others, people you remember or people who come in your mind, as called friends, relatives, and so forth, and wish them also to be happy. So after the mind becomes calm and you return back to the breath, you can see that your breath is very smooth, very calm, and you're easy to concentrate upon. This metta meditation, of course, you can do it every time you think that some negative emotion comes up. If you walk on the road, you can start telling yourself maybe without anger, if anger is present, or fear. Like that, you can work it out while even walking or even sitting, lying down. So then you don't need to wait, I will go at home after 1 hour, then I can practice meditation to get rid of anger. If anger is present now, you can start wishing yourself maybe without anger now. So then it is no particular time when anger can appear or this negative emotion can appear. It can appear anytime, and you have to be ready and walk them out. All right, these are the explanations. A bell is going to ring. Please check your devices and moderate the volume of it because you get disturbed by the bell. So then after 45 minutes, another bell is going to ring for us to remind that the time is over. So I wish you good success for everybody.